we're just on screws.
That's water in there, is it?
Yes, we fill up water there, yeah.
Right.
Water filler cap. When, I'll just give you a bit of advice. Don't know whether you've had boats before.
There's no meters, I see, on the fuel in the water.
Gauges.
There's no gauges.
No.
Yeah.
When you do get a hose pipe, just use the end of the hose pipe. Don't put any type of fitting on it. Just literally just the plastic or the rubber itself, and just lower it in.
Yeah.
Okay. Reason being is you have got a breather point which comes out this side, which comes out inside that locker. But you want more. You want the same volume of air coming out as what water's going in. If you know what I mean. If you put a full seal over that, if there's more volume of water going in than air coming out, you could compromise your tank.
Right.
Even though it's been pressure tested over time, it might split on you. I've seen it done on a wide beam, and he blew his tank 12 inches. So that's your water filler points.
Yeah.
On that bulkhead here, if you look behind the white box, that's your TV aerial point.
Right.
Okay. So just want to stay there one sec.
Yeah, sure.
So under here is your water pump.
Right.
The water tank is in there.
Right.
And there's your stopcock. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's off the moment.
Yeah.
Water pump, this is the pipe and he's put, because it gets warm, he's put a bit of lag around it to save any effect. It wouldn't do, it doesn't get that hot to burn, but he's put that on to protect anything on the pipework here. So if you have any major leaks, turn it off by there and then turn it off by there, okay? So when you get into your shower,
yeah.
obviously get your temperature set, step in. That is your shower pump switch.
Right.
So get your temperature set before you step in.
Yeah.
Turn that on. Okay, it's not a man control panel.
Yeah.
Turn that on, otherwise you'll end up flooding your boat.
Right.
Okay, you don't want to flood your boat, you'll turn on all your wood black.
Yeah.
And this is nice. Shelving space in there.
Right.
On. Let me see what's done it. Yeah, on all your water points, there is isolation switches, so it's just a small screwdriver, slot screwdriver.
Gotcha.
They will be on all the water points, so if you have a leak with that tap, you can isolate that. If you have a leak with that, you can isolate that and continue to use the rest of your boat. So.
Yeah, excellent.
Now in this cupboard, there's all your gas fittings.
Right.
Okay, so your gas connections.
Yeah.
Every 4 years you will need to get your gas certified though, okay, so this is the main massive thing for you. On your water, you see it's got a carbon filter on it, so your water from this tap only is drinkable.
Drinkable, right.
Okay. It has got a strainer on the water pump, so any debris that's in here will get caught in that strainer for you. So that's this side, as you know, slatted shelf.
Right.
And then the air intake is there, so that's it draws the moisture through here and through that. Yeah. And then that's fine. That's the box for your air dispatcher. So this little control panel here.
Yeah.
Do you want to take photos for you or?
Well, just hold it. It's filming all the time.
Oh, is it? You record me now?
Yes, he is.
So this. This is your solar panel. When you got a light on, when there's a light on it, or you get a torch in there, you can't see it. It actually like flashing to let you know that you're getting power off the sun.
Right.
So now this here is your galvanic isolator.
Yeah.
So that helps the electrodes of your boat. So if someone's boat's not there, probably next door, that'll protect your boat.
Yeah.
Okay. Inverter. So that turns your 12 volts into your 240. Now the switch for this is underneath.
Yeah.
When you're moored up, when you're in your marina, and you've got your landline leads in, put it onto charge only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're going out and about, put it onto on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously these two switches, so this one is your 12 volts.
Right.
This one is your 240, so that's your inverter one, okay? Yeah. You don't really need to go behind that, so I would always leave that closed if I was you, okay? They're just spare keys. You might find one of them is but they'll be quite similar to your engine key as well. Okay. Your RCBO, so that again is all the electrics. So that's your 240. The orange one telling you that the power is there ready to use. The red one is telling you that the power has gone from here to all your sockets.
Right.
Okay, so if say before, if you ever come to charge your phone or right, so radio.
Yeah.
But they are good radios, and you've got the ones that Lenny gets. Then you've got all your zonal areas, so you've got your tunnel light, which then that will, even though that's on there, you'll still need to turn it on outside on the back deck, okay?
Yeah.
Then you've got your zonal lights throughout the boat, okay?
Yeah.
Nav lights, you've not got any. We don't fit them on the Beetles.
Yeah.
Horn, radio.
Hey. I will have fun with that one. Can I get Radio 5 live?
Radio 5 Live.
Yeah.
Let's have a look, see if we can search.
Oh, don't worry, we'll
Yes, we'll sort that out.
So there you go. 12 volt sockets. So as you've seen, that's for the ignition on your hob.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you got your bilge pump.
Yeah.
Bilge pump is never connected
No.
to that. The bilge pump goes directly to your battery and to your control panel.
Right.
So it bypasses everything. It's an automatic bilge pump anyway.
So if there's water, it senses it and it automatically comes
Yeah,
out like that.
right. So that's why, because we always tell customers to turn off what they can before they leave. So sometimes you get customers to turn the bilge pump off, not realising.
Still comes on.
Yeah, oh shit.
Yeah.
So then you got your water pump, which is at the front of your boat. Shower pump, which is obviously for your shower. You got no windscreen wipers.
No.
That's not connected to your heater. That's for your fridge, and then that's for your toilet.
Yeah.
Okay. So on the control panel here, so I'm just going to shut the door and you sec. Mind your fingers. Here, so you've got
All right then.
headlight,
Yeah.
nav light you've not got. That's your horn.
Yeah.
That is a manual for the bilge.
Right.
Can't hear because all the noise going on.
Yeah.
But headlights has got two positions, on and off. Okay.
Yeah.
Horn will spring back. Okay.
Because he's just going to be burnt.
Yeah. Now your bilge pump has got three positions: off, armed, manual. Okay. Always leave it in the armed position.
So if it senses it, it will then...
Exactly. If when you first come to your boat, first like say month, if the deck board's up, sees any water in there.
Yeah.
If you need to, then you got a manual pump. Okay. Then when you get to where you go, check. Just do that for the first month, just for your own peace of mind. Touch wood, it's never happens yet, but just in case it happens, okay. And then that's where you can, next to it is where your control panel go. So down there is the bilge pump.
Right.
So there will be, get connected to a hose in a minute.
Right, at the very bottom there. Yeah.
Yeah. Just below the stern gland.
Yeah, that's the, yeah.
Yeah.
I
And then that'll
recognise
come out.
Yeah.
Under this side is your dispatcher heat system.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is diesel fed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's diesel fed from there. So that's your dispatcher diesel feed. So there is the dispatcher there. Then you've got your clarifier. Now, as I was saying before about your immersion, they are factory set at about 75. But if you undo that little nut, take the cap off, but make sure all your power is off because there's live cables in there, okay? Then you should be able to alter the setting in that.
Which we will never have to.
Shouldn't have to, shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
Plus you've also got, cheers mate, this as well. So if you want more hot water, but less hot water, the more you turn it out, the more hot water, the more you put it in,
All right.
the less hot water.
That's facing the pressure, is it, of the water?
It's because if you look at that silver pipe coming round, that's the cold going in, that's the hot coming out.
Yeah.
So the cold fills the tank, but it also diverts some of the water to adjust the temperature of the hot water coming into your boat.
Ah, I've got you, I've got
Yeah,
you.
like a thermostat.
Yes, you can control it to a certain extent.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't turn the camera.
No, I'll keep holding for a sec. So then, let's flip around this side.
There's the batteries.
So this side you got your batteries. You got two leisure batteries and one starter battery. Starter battery doesn't need much charging because you only use it when you turn your engine over, so you're fine on that. Battery isolator.
Right.
Then you've got your diesel flow and your diesel return. So you know your flow because you've got your water separator on it. Okay? And that's your flow in, flow out. Gate valves as well. So your gate valves are here. Well, there your gate valves. You want to turn them off, so you want to fill your diesel tank in a minute. Now on this side, if you run out of diesel in your engine,
You've got to pump it, haven't you?
there's a primer. So that's the primer there. I'm not going to pump it because I don't want to pump any diesel out that guy might have got in there.
Yeah.
But you know when if you start coughing and spluttering, get in, give a bit of a prime, get rid of any air bubbles out of there. Alternator, oil, dipstick,
Excellent.
antifreeze. Then down here is your steering gland, which will be water cooled and water lubricated. So you don't need to get in there every week and grease your engine up, okay?
Right.
The only place that you will have to grease is this little grease point here.
How often do you have to do that, roughly?
If you're out, are you going to be out continuously?
No, not by
Once every 6 months.
Right.
Which you use what's called like a silica grease. You can buy it from Midland Chandlers and all that. And then just literally undo the cap, squeeze a bit in, turn your prop by on the inside of your boat, just so you get an even amount around, and then put the cap back down. That'll do you for another 6 months then.
And if we're having the cut, how often we do it?
If you continue to say, if you spend the summer out in it, do once every 3 months.
Oh no, so it's not that.
Yeah, so it's not massive. And I say it's water cooled and water lubricated.
Yeah.
There will be 2 isolation switches, like them red handle ones there. Make sure they stay in line with the pipe. Okay. Yeah. Only you don't want to close it because it gets rid of any hot and mucky water that's around the rear stern, the rudder. So it'll expel it into your weed hatch then, okay? So then you got your weed hatch here, which will have a lid on it. Obviously, if you get any foul in your prop, just make sure your engine's turned off.
Take the key on it.
Take the key out, yeah. Undo it.
Famously, take the key
Yeah.
out. Yes.
Now, because we put a tape on it, it gets a suction on it. So you may need to get a screwdriver on it to pop it to get rid of that suction. Okay?
Right.
If you know then it's got a proper seal. And there is your gas locker. So we supply you with one, but you can push it over and squeeze a second one in there.
You get a spare one in if
You
you
can
need
get a
it.
spare one in,
All
yeah.
right.
Then you got your Morse lever. So obviously forward for forward, back for back. But if you want to get a bit of a rev in it, push that button in and push the lever forward.
All right, right forward, yeah.
So then what that's doing is then it's taking your boat out of gear.
Right, yeah.
So it's like revving your engine in.
Yeah.
So then if you want to get more power into your batteries, then it's a good way of doing it.
Right,
Okay.
gotcha. So it's not going to drive anything, but...
No, what you do is when you're pushing that in, you're just taking it out of gear.
Yeah, gotcha.
So,
yeah.
and then make sure it pops right the way back out again.
Yeah. And
Diesel cap there,
Nice and easy to have,
and then that's the breather cap for the diesel.
all right.
Okay. Then your tiller.
Yeah.
A tiller the hun.
So the whole.
Yeah.